This is a bonus reading for Scorpio because the last reading got the most likes from Scorpio. So remember, this can be you or this can be someone else around you. But either way, it's a situation that affects you because either you're doing it or because someone in your circle is doing it and it's affecting you by proxy. The first card you have is the never ending story, which means that it's like you're in a loop or someone else feels like they're in a loop. Like something that never stops, the lesson is never learned, and the situation keeps playing out over and over and over again, either through the same person or through multiple different people. You may be contemplating this, trying to understand this, but deep down, you know. You want peace. And the receptivity of your community to that peace. But some of you may have a soulmate who doesn't seem to get that, okay? And soulmate does not have to be romantic. It's just somebody who, for whatever reason, was supposed to be in our lives, whether it was a lesson or a long-term person, okay? They don't understand why. This could be maybe this person doesn't understand equal give and take. All right. For some of you, that's the case. This person does not understand equal give and take. Or maybe they thought they could buy you, okay? That can be for some of you, so to speak. Either way, you're trying to heal through this, and it may be kind of difficult for you because it's almost like you're trying to breathe in a very solid new beginning is the way that it feels. It's what you're trying to do. And you may have received what you needed to do that, some of you. And you may feel blessed and like somebody has really taken care of you. All right. So you may not be willing to change the situation because you feel like you were blessed in some way by it. And your person here does not understand that because they don't understand give and take. For others of you, it could be, the person does understand equal give and take, but it's like they gifted you something and they thought that that would change everything and you would be willing to move in the way that they wanted you to because they gave you what you needed, I don't know. Either way, it's everybody is going to have a different story here. It's going to be similar type of energy, but it's something that goes round and round and round and round. I get the feeling, honestly, for most of you, and this is not going to be everybody, but for most of you, it's basically a situation where somebody was really good to you. All right. And so you may have difficulty moving on from a situation. And then there's this other person who's like, why? I, blah, 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 blah. You know, it could be that, something like that. I don't know. I feel like the difference between the two people is one of them was flexible and fair, and the other one was rigid and not fair. Does that make sense? So, like, say both people gifted you, for instance, right? One of them was flexible and fair, so you're more receptive or have a stronger tie, and the other person was more rigid and didn't care about fairness. That's the way it looks like. And you've seen this, and you realize that you want to be in this situation that feels like home, right? That's what it looks like. But somebody is going to push you to the edge here. And it may be this person who keeps asking, why, why, why? All right. Or it could be your own feeling of, you know, I want to be where I feel at home. And I think a lot of you are trying to figure out what to do. What's your next move on that? See, yeah, you may be wanting to leave somebody or a certain situation here. Some of you may even be like writing letters or, you know, thinking up what you're going to say or do in your head because you're feeling abandoned. All right. In some sense of the word. You may have tried to juggle these two people, and I don't mean like affair, though it could be. You try to juggle these two people to be fair yourself or to do things the way that you should do, right? And when you did, something about the situation changed, and it's probably financial. And the situation helped you to understand the difference between a person who gives and loves and is fair and somebody who gives but they're not caring about fairness. All right. It feels like somebody's very unempathetic, and you're learning to clean it up and to move forward with a new life. And I feel like even if you're not doing it fast, there's an urgency in you to do it now. Yeah. It's this keeps talking about over and over again that you realize now the truth is that this situation never ends with somebody here. You're seeing signs here that make you understand and question about co-creating and the types of relationships that will go the distance. Who's willing to go out on a limb for you? Who's willing to fight for you? Right? You may be contemplating this, understanding that there's a difficulty in having to make certain decisions because of the repercussions of other people. Give it to a higher power. All right. The fates are stepping in and they're saying the loyal heart is the one that you need to gravitate towards, whether that's theirs or your own. I think if you take a break from this, you're going to feel a lot better and realize that the situation is not for you and there was somebody that got left behind that was. Please make sure to like, share, comment, and subscribe, and I'll see you all again soon. Bye, guys.